Welcome back, everybody. I'm Blonde Fox, and today we're going to continue playing some more Final Fantasy XVI. In the last episode, we turned in a couple of our side quests. We also finished them off and everything, of course. But we turned those in, which got us an item to help increase Torgal's damage if we wanted to equip it. We also got our new Excalibur sword from doing the quest for Blackthorn, so that's awesome. So now we just need to turn in our payback quest as well as our weird science quest, and then we'll have all our side quests done, so then we can get back to the main story. So that's pretty much what our goal is going to be. So remember to like the video if you like it and subscribe if you want to see more. Without further ado, let's get right back to it. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn this one in. This should be the weird science one, but yeah, because it's at the bottom of Mid's dungeon. And then we'll go talk to Goat, and that should be all of it, I think. Not too difficult. And then I don't think there was any other side quests, and then that should get us, I don't know if that'll be enough renown or reputation or whatever it is you want to call it. I always forget what it's called. But we should have maybe close to enough or just enough to get another reward for that as well. So we might need to claim that, which will be fine because Goat's over at the counter where we turn that in anyways. Okay, here you go. Here's the stuff.
All right there, Sid. How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the Olympic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let none say otherwise. Right then, let's get this contraption up and running. There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that.
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest lever supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo. Well? What do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Awesome. Treated potion satchel. Necessary for increasing consumable inventory. Sweet. I wonder if that increases all of it or just for regular potions, or is it all of our inventory? Because that'd be cool if we get more inventory for everything. Inventory increased. Nice. You have obtained a treated potion satchel, hereby increasing your capacity for carrying consumables. Item slot increase as follows. We can carry 2 more potions, 1 more high potion, 1 more strength tonic, and 1 more stone skin tonic. So it doesn't increase our elixir or lionheart ones, but that is perfectly fine because that's enough to where that's going to make a huge difference. So I'll need to go restock on those then. So we'll go talk to Karen after we talk to Otto or before we talk to Otto? Maybe before we talk to Otto, just in case we get whisked away to somewhere else where we can't come back for a while. I just want to make sure wherever we go, we're full up on everything. Okay.
Goat. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Ah,
about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
Okay, well, I guess I gotta go talk to her anyways. Can I sneak past you without activating? I don't think it'll activate a cutscene. I think I actually have to talk to him, so I think I should be fine.
It told me she was building a ship.
I think I like it better whenever games do that, where it's like you actually have to initiate it so that way you don't get sucked into a cutscene on accident, because I hate whenever that happens in a game. You're just like, I didn't want to activate the next thing. You know, you enter the trigger area. Okay, Karen, let's talk.
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not. Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used, either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... I forget where. And having nothing better to do on the long nights, we sat up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that, on account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him, forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth. He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me, just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction, and I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Okay, I wasn't ready for such an emotional side quest there. It started off just kind of as a funny, you know, pay back your debts kind of thing. Okay. Okay, it's just a display item. So that one didn't get us any, like, benefits other than that, which isn't a bad thing, though. I mean, that was awesome. I really enjoyed that one. We can turn in some of our renown now, or, whatever it's called.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
What is it called?
Is everything we've received
Renown. Oh, it is renown.
and everything
Cool.
promised.
Sweet. So our next one is the High Cleric's Medallion. Sweet. So it is a new item.
You earned this.
And then next up is how we unlock the next levels and everything. We got a lot of renown.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Cool, so what does this item do? I completely forgot this, but between episodes, I was looking at my abilities and everything, and I think I'm going to go with another limit break bar, just because I feel like it would be better to have a longer bar for that. Because I feel like it just doesn't last long enough, so I'm going to upgrade that. I know I was saving up to go possibly for this, but I think this is our best bet to go with that. So now we have 3 limit break bars. Anyways, items. So this increases healing potency of high potions by 25%. Wait, that only does high potions? So does the other one only do regular potions? Yeah, that one does regular potions by 40%. This one does high potions by 25%. High potions already heal us, though, for like 3/4 of our health. So that would make it to where it would heal basically a full bar of health, almost. Give or take. It's not bad, but I don't think that's going to benefit us as much right now. As much as I would love also the one for Torgal, I think this slightly increases attack potency. I don't think is really worth it based on, you know, having Gouge do 15% more damage. I think it's helping us right now. What if like we get another element, which I don't know what our next element's going to be, who our next icon we're going to fight is going to be, but whatever element we get next might end up replacing this. I don't know. It depends on if it does good for stagger bar stuff. If it does good for stagger bar stuff, then yeah, we'll go ahead and slot that in there, and then we won't need the Gouge one anymore. But I don't know. But anyways, we need to go fill up our potions, so we need to go talk to Karen, and then we can talk to Otto and get back to the main story. That was fun. Doing the side quest, it kind of broke up everything. Even though the main quest kind of broke up everything because it was like a lot of talking and everything. How many times can I say everything in one sentence, right? Let's see. Okay, Karen, time to restock. Again.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Go on then.
Okay. So 2 more potions.
It'd better all be here.
More high potion.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
1 more strength.
You'll not find a better price.
Stone
than
skin. This will be nice. We'll be able to have stuff a lot longer. This is gonna be really nice. And then I don't think we have any. Oh, we do. We have some black blood.
Finished, are you?
Okay, I don't think there's. We could go ahead and go check our room real quick just for our wall of memories thing, and then after that, everything should be cleared out. Cool. Which then means we can get right back to it. This is the right direction. I was like, don't tell me I walked towards the library. Okay, so let's view our treasures. Ah, there it is, Sid's goblet. Miraculously undamaging the attack on the old hideaway. Otto held onto this featureless clay clip to remind him of his lost friend before giving it to Clive, knowing that Sid would have wanted it, the proud bearer of his legacy, to have it. Sweet, so we have 4 of our treasures. I wonder where we get all the other ones, because I've been doing just about everything. I've been doing all the side quests, reading all the letters. Because I think so far we've actually done everything that's popped up in the game, which is good. I was kind of going for that. If it was going to be kind of like some games where the side quests are way out there, just too many of them. But there's actually not that many side quests, because I looked at the list of all the side quests to see if I had skipped any on accident. And it looks like we've actually been doing all of them, and we actually have, I think, like 1/2 to 3/4 of them done too. So we're doing pretty good on keeping up both the story and the side quest stuff kind of even at the same time. So good pacing. But okay, Otto, you ready to go visit Sid's grave?
All right, Clive. Asterix. Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Really? The way she worded it, I thought it was just gonna be something real quick, but I guess she probably has done this multiple times where she's tried to run and hide, like, you know, sneak off. Okay, who are you? Oh, the boatman. Okay, I didn't recognize you from behind.
Obelith, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry and all, are ya? No, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelith.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
Okay, my dear boy, my journey to Canver has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but has considerable knowledge of the goings-on in the free cities, by which I learned of the endeavors of a certain young friend of yours. Though I for one believe Miss Telemon's project to be quite the valiant enterprise, I doubt the Canverian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted. And if rumor has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guild masters are rapping at our door. Which is why I pen you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two, that he might keep a watch on those who might mean our little fellowship ill and warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration. Your loving uncle. Okay, cool.
Trouble in Canver. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canver pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
That was funny. It'd be like, you know, because she's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there. Mid used the same thing with him. Hopefully she's telling the truth, right? Okay, let's go ahead and head to Sid's Legacy. The old hideaway.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
What do Even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Okay, that was pretty funny. I like that. Anyway, ooh, new area, right? Yeah, I think that's somewhere we haven't been yet. But anyways, guys, on that note, we are going to go ahead and end this episode here, and in the next one, we'll continue forward. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, remember to like it. Comment down below with your thoughts and opinions. I look forward to hearing from you guys. And remember to subscribe if you want to see more from me in the future. Until next time, see ya!